All right, regardless of your politics, nobody can deny the culture in this country is in the gutter. A prime example, Rhode Island State Senator Tiara Mack encouraging people to go out and vote her back into office by doing this.
Vote Senator Mack.
What a fool. What an embarrassing video. Good God. Wow. This is a public official, a state senator. And somehow that's, I guess, how it works today. She also put out a tweet earlier this year saying, really excited for the House sex ed bill hearing later today. Teaching comprehensive, queer inclusive, pleasure-based sex ed was a highlight of my time teaching. Oh, I can't even imagine her as a teacher. Joining me now is rapper and author of The Candy Calamity, Nzube Udezue. And Nzube, thank you for coming on. When you see a video like that, and I'm sure you saw it today, it was floating all over the internet. I mean, why would somebody put something like that out there?
It's a fantastic question. I think the most obvious answer is attention seeking. And she obviously managed to get attention. Whether it was the type of attention she wanted, I don't know. But this strikes me as a narcissistic individual who doesn't, just clearly doesn't have her head on straight. I mean, for an elected official to be doing that it's bizarre. I've seen a lot of weird things, but this in particular is especially strange. And
I remember when women used to complain about being objectified. That wasn't that long ago that was the problem, that men objectified women. This is you objectify yourself in the most grotesque manner I've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. If you choose to objectify yourself in such a way, then you can't expect other people not to do the same. And you can't not take yourself seriously in such a manner, especially as a public official, and then turn around and expect people to treat you with full respect and dignity, because it's clear that you don't treat yourself that way. I mean, if you want people to vote for you, why don't you talk about your policies or what you're actually doing? Don't do a handstand and start twerking. That's very bizarre.
It's very bizarre. I want to hit a couple other topics with you. Bette Midler and Macy Gray, odd couple here, but getting hammered by the woke for having the guts to define what a woman is. Here's Bette Midler actually complaining about the Supreme Court decision. Women of the world were being stripped of our rights over our bodies, our lives, and even our name. They don't call us women anymore. They call us birthing people or menstruators or even people with vaginas. Don't let them erase you. Every human on earth owes you. And then here's singer Macy Gray. Had some big hits maybe 10, 15 years ago on Piers Morgan, stating facts that she even admits she knows are going to get her into trouble. Take a listen.
I will say this, and everybody's going to hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Sorry.
You feel that?
I know that for a fact.
So, I mean, it's starting to break off, right? I mean, I think the woke used to encompass a larger subsection of the Democrat Party. Now you're starting to see that they're being isolated in ways. You see comments like that.
Absolutely. Well, this is inevitable. You can't hold multiple untenable and contradictory positions at the same time and try to perform this doublethink and not expect people to eventually work out and for people to break ranks. You can't simultaneously be saying that you're a champion of women's rights while saying that women are a social construct or that you are not able to define what a woman is. And so I think this clash between the transgender agenda and the gender ideology, ultimately, of course, it was going to clash with some aspects of feminism and women's rights, because if you're not allowed to say what a woman is and you're going to pretend that men can be women and so on, then we have no frame of reference to talk about women, regardless of what people's views are on whatever topic is downstream of that.
It is. It's such an interesting time. I mean, imagine trying to be a liberal woman and trying to walk that line for the last 6 months or a year. How ridiculous it probably all seemed. Newsmax putting an article out today. Top 100 U.S. brands non-woke are most popular. It was an Axios Harris poll revealing the companies that do not get involved in politics, in woke politics, do much better than those that do. And yet we still see these companies that just feel like they have some kind of obligation to go out there and just spin their politics into their branding.
Yeah, well, I think they're concerned about their ESG scores, and I think that people have thought that this is a profitable move. I think that many of these companies think that this, I mean, if you want to use the term woke, super far left progressive base is much bigger than it actually is. I think in some cases, they've simply made an error of judgment of who their audience and customers actually are. And once again, I mean, if you're running a business, then especially something that's supposed to be politically neutral, if you start taking such hard stances, especially on things that are not really making sense, then you're going to switch off a lot of your own customers. And I think that that is what's happening.
I got 15 seconds left. Tell us about the book, Candy Calamity.
Awesome. Well, it's a book for kids aged 5 to 10 years old. It's about the importance of health, nutrition, exercise, and taking care of your body. And it's fun. It all rhymes. And you should check that out at candycalamity.com.
And it's got no political woke agenda, which is probably the best part. Nzube, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.